With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Able to slither by, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. Play fake here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry here for the running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They're on 17-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line. They'll run. This is Bashal Turpin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The Jaguars at 4-8 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dalton Kincaid, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play it, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The pocket. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, 11.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the deep. Line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And They'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Check up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bayshore Turton, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Looking to put a drive together. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got room past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back to 60. Back to 60. Take off.
Now a handoff up the middle. Milner. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And you think about starting this drive, you've just given up a long touchdown, and you're down 14-0 early. If you don't score here, there's a chance you might have to pack this one in before halftime. So that's a great response to go down the field and finish it with the touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ramp 23. Let's go, hot. Hey, kill.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it's complete to Mitchell. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, easy. Route.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
2nd and 9 now.
Loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Red on the red. Check that. Son. Great job.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, heck of a move. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
145 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Decent 24.
Lawrence will throw.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hey, run! Hey, tomato! Done!
Tootin will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 13. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 right, 18 right. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Hey, Lion!
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
He completes it to Hunter. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Second and 7.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Let's go. Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll power through. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Hey.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play in the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
They'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy? Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the left side. Milner. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. High school coaches say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
13, Lou.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
186 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
All right, let's go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hey, run. 13, Luke.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Colts are right back in this football game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 14. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
A second down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Soko.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Will try and do this himself. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he returns this to the 22. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15.
I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.